right, Santa, if you will. We'll call this meeting to order. Madam Clerk, if you'll call the roll.
Council President Middlebrooks.
Here.
Council Pro Tem Driver. Here. Councilmember Schultz. Here. Councilmember Smith. Present. Councilmember Lovell.
Present.
Councilmember Murphy.
Present.
Councilmember Santa Claus McClinton.
Ho, ho, here.
If everyone will rise as Councilor Schultz gives the Pledge of Allegiance and the City Clerk the invocation. We'll start with the City Clerk.
Amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Everyone has a copy of the agenda in front of them. Do I have a motion for approval?
Motion to approve budget.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, we have an agenda. You motion.
Okay.
Before we get started on handing it off to the mayor, I'd like to recognize some guests tonight that's going to provide some festive cheer. So, Dalton, why don't you come on up and introduce everybody? I just want to give a quick shout out. So, I thought of this idea that we need some music, and I said, who do I call? And I saw that Councilor Schultz was at the Arts Council as I was thinking. I was like, oh, perfect. So I texted him within like 30 seconds. He says, taken care of. So I want to give a shout out to the Arts Council for helping arrange this. Bless him.
We are a collection of alumni from all around the area: Hoover High School, Spring Park High School, DeSavia, and John Carroll High School. And some of us are AU singers as well. So as always, War Eagle. And if you're feeling festive and in the Christmas spirit and you'd like to sing along, please feel free to do so.
To the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior. Let all their songs employ, while wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings of Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings of Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and bring it out here. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it out here. For we all love pudding. We all love pudding. We all love pudding. So bring some out here. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Come on, guys, let's get it. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much for that blessing. Mayor, I'm going to hand off the meeting to you.
First of all, I want to thank the council for coming up with this ridiculous idea of all dressing up tonight. So it's been a while since we've seen this kind of crowd, so maybe we need to do this more often. So this is really great. First of all, begin the night by asking Brian Muenger. Brian, come on up here 1 second. Give you 30 seconds, real quick. We've got a lot of big agenda. Brian's our new city administrator. Glad to have him, and we're ready to start rolling here January 26th. So thank you, Brian. Thank you. Sure.
Good evening. And I certainly really appreciate the crowd all being here. I was uncertain of the purpose, but after seeing the proclamations on the agenda and the wonderful entertainment we had earlier, it now has all come into a lot of clarity for me. But this is my 5th day on the job with the city of Hoover, and it's been a great start. I'd like to thank Mayor Derzis, all of the council members, and of course our staff for the warm welcome to the city of Hoover. I really feel like I've hit the ground running. And what I hear from the staff, as well as the council and the mayor, is a desire for the things that I am focused on in all elements of life, which is a true servant's heart towards providing the best service possible to the residents of our city and making sure that you do so with the purpose of innovation and continuous improvement. And I know although the city of Hoover has done great things in the past and continues to, we have to always continue to strive to do the best that we can for our citizens. And I look forward to helping you deliver on that. So thank you again for the warm welcome, and Merry Christmas to each of you.
Welcome, Brian.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got some proclamations. Councilor, if you'll read the first one.
The first proclamation is honoring Blake Cameron James for achievements in
Okay, and we've got his dad and mom Tuesday, Father Cameron, and Brother Chase with us also. So Blake, if you come up front with me.
You ready, Mayor? Yes, sir. Whereas Blake Cameron James, a resident of the city of Hoover, has brought pride and recognition to our community through his achievements in film, television, and commercial performance, and whereas Blake James is the son of Cameron and Tuesday James and attended Berry Middle School, where he began developing the discipline, talent, and creativity that have guided him in his acting career. And whereas he has appeared in multiple commercials and made his film debut in 2022 in The Sound of Christmas, marking his first major on-screen role. And whereas he has continued to expand his body of work with performances in Found and We Are Grown Now, further demonstrating his range and dedication to the craft of acting. And whereas We Grown Now debuted at the Toronto International Film Festival, garnering the festival's Distinguished Changemaker Award and distribution through Sony Picture Classics, while Blake's compelling performance drew national attention and earned him a nomination for the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Young Performance in a Motion Picture, along with numerous additional accolades celebrating his exceptional artistry and professionalism. And whereas Blake James has now earned a featured role as Hanlon in It, Welcome to Derry, a remarkable achievement that reflects his rising prominence and exceptional talent, with the series soaring to #1 on HBO and becoming one of the most watched programs worldwide. And whereas his forthcoming performance as the young protagonist in A Boy Named Bobby, the debut feature of filmmaker Adapo Akasanya, stands as another powerful testament to his remarkable ascent and expanding impact in the film industry. And whereas Blake James is grounded in his faith, embodies excellence, humility, and professionalism, and stands as a powerful source of inspiration for young people. Now, therefore, we, Nicholas C. Derzis, Mayor, and Casey Middlebrooks, City Council President, on behalf of the City Council of the City of Hoover, Alabama, do hereby recognize and congratulate Blake James for his outstanding accomplishments in the performing arts and extend the city's pride and best wishes for his continued success. Presented this 22nd day of December of our Lord 2025.
Mom, Dad.
Thought about trying to get some extras, but after you saw this writing, not sure.
Come on, bro. You brother.
Your brother back there. Your brother.
Yeah, where's your brother? Yeah. Okay, next proclamation for Rotimi Kukoyi, his dad Lottie, his mom Amy, sisters Morsola and Tamar, and his brother Damala. So Rotimi, if you'll come down, please.
Whereas the City of Hoover takes great pride in recognizing individuals whose exceptional achievements bring honor, distinction, and positive recognition to the community. And whereas Rotimi Kukoyi, a graduate of Hoover High School's class of 2022, has distinguished himself through outstanding academic excellence, leadership, and a commitment to improving public health and community well-being. And whereas Rotimi Kukoyi is currently majoring in health policy and management at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where he has demonstrated a strong dedication to addressing complex healthcare challenges through research, policy development, and service. And whereas through internships with the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services and in Nigeria, Rotimi Kukoyi contributed to value-based care policy development and the creation of digital tools to support improved healthcare decision-making. And whereas Rotimi Kukoyi has been named a Rhodes Scholar, one of the most prestigious international academic honors awarded to individuals who exemplify exceptional scholarship, leadership, character, and a dedication to service. And whereas as a Rhodes Scholar at the University of Oxford, Rotimi Kukoyi plans to pursue a master's degree in health improvement and evaluation and a master's degree in evidence-based social intervention and policy evaluation, further preparing him to make meaningful contributions to public health and social policy. Now, therefore, we, Nicholas C. Derzis, Mayor, and Casey Middlebrooks, City Council President, on behalf of the City Council of the City of Hoover, Alabama, do hereby recognize and commend Rotimi Kukoyi for being named a Rhodes Scholar and for his exemplary academic and service achievements. Be it further proclaimed that the City of Hoover extends its sincere congratulations and best wishes to Rotimi Kukoyi for a continued success as he pursues advanced study and leadership in health policy and public service. Presented this the 22nd day of December in the year of our Lord 2025.
As his family's coming down, I just want to say that in 2022, I believe Rotimi was also recognized as Hoover High School's Finley Award winner. So kudos to Hoover High for recognizing extremely good talent and character all in one. So, and that does not come on his own. I want to thank his family that came tonight because he's got a good one behind him.
Right, our final proclamation tonight will be for the Dwight and Sandy Sandlin proclamation. If you guys will please join me up front.
Whereas the City of Hoover is committed to fostering a community where every child has the opportunity to thrive, grow, and experience the transformative power of kindness. And whereas Dwight and Sandy Sandlin, respected leaders, philanthropists, and founders of Signature Homes, have long demonstrated an unwavering commitment to strengthening the Hoover community through generosity, service, and purposeful investment in children and families. And whereas in 2025, Dwight and Sandy established the Sandlin Foundation for Kids in Kindness, a charitable organization dedicated to uplifting Hoover's youth, supporting essential community partners, and inspiring a culture of compassion throughout the city. And whereas through the Sandlin Foundation, Dwight and Sandy have provided more than $776,640 in financial support to advance life-changing impact programs for children and families across Hoover. And whereas this generosity has directly supported 10 Hoover-based charities whose missions are vital to the well-being of our community's youth, including Hoover Helps, Hoover City School Foundation, Libby's Friends, Hoover YMCA, Neighborhood Bridges Hoover, Magic Moments, Family Connection, Joyful Noise Foundation, Hope for Autumn Foundation, and Abby's Big Army. And whereas the impact of these contributions is already being felt across Hoover, providing meals, educational enrichment, camp opportunities, mental health support, hardship relief, scholarships, and moments of joy for children in need. Now, therefore, we, Nicholas C. Derzis, Mayor, and Casey Middlebrooks, City Council President, on behalf of City Council of the City of Hoover, Alabama, do hereby proclaim our deepest appreciation, gratitude, and recognition to Dwight and Sandy Sandlin. Presented this the 22nd day of December in the year of our Lord 2025.
invite all the charities down there if we can. I think we want to spread a little more Christmas cheer tonight.
Absolutely.
Good? Yeah.
First of all, let me thank you, Mayor and Council. We greatly appreciate the proclamation. It's very kind. We aren't the heroes. These folks out here doing these great things are the heroes. But we're genuinely appreciative of that. However, tonight really comes from a point of saying something different. We're introducing something brand new to Hoover. What we're going to do is make Hoover, let me try that one more time. Make Hoover a city of kindness. That's the entire in thought process. Hoover's a great city. It's a fabulous city. We just want to make it better. With God's help and the backing of the city leadership that you guys have already done, and the involvement from all the people in kind, we'll make this happen. Four months ago, Sandy and I were looking for things to support. And 4 months ago, my perception of Hoover was great houses, great schools, great restaurants, and a really affluent group of people. What I found out was it is in fact great. What I learned was that 5 miles from my house, kids wake up hungry in the morning. They don't have enough food. Special needs kids don't have the ability to speak because their parents can't afford an $800 apparatus. A terminally ill child can't go as their final wish before death, before dying, because their parents can't afford to send them there. Once we saw these needs, we couldn't unsee them. Our foundation won't cure cancer. It won't solve world hunger, won't stop homelessness. What we will do with the grace of God and with all the folks in Hoover, we'll make our neighbors have a better life. When she and I started this thought process of doing this, ChatGPT says over 600 charities in Birmingham. So we didn't need another charity. So what we decided to do was garner the support and the partnership of the 10 charities that on the proclamation. They're the true heroes, guys. What they've done from their heart and what they've done from a shoestring budget is just phenomenal. Since that time, we started that, we've raised about $1.5 million to go straight to this. As he said, we have distributed to this group distributed and or committed about $725,000 to that group. What's so amazing is this group affected 3,100 people this last year. It's pretty amazing. Hoover schools have over 4,000 children that have some kind of government subsidy for breakfast and lunch. What happens over the weekends and during the summer? The organization Hoover Helps is those people that help those families over and over again. Each Friday, they pack over 500 backpacks full of food for those kids to take home over the weekend. It's run by Donna and Greg Bishop. Some kids show up at schools with worn-out shoes, with no coat, with no glasses. You get the point. This I found to be incredibly bright, incredibly interesting. Hoover Bridges gets information from the counselors at school about these kids that need those things. They collect those, send out the need with specificity. It's not, we need $50. We need a size 8 male shoe. They send out to 4,000 people, 4,000 people that will go buy that item, take it to the fire department, and then back to the counselors so the child can get what's needed with dignity. I found that completely amazing. It's run by Nicole Sistra and Anna Chatteron. When a teenager has no place to turn, no place at all to turn, Family Connections are providing counseling, shelter, and second chances. They've recently just opened an office to provide full-time counseling service here in Hoover, run by Jennifer Ellison and Curtis Gunther. There's a lot of parents, what we found was a lot of parents who sleep in their car at night at Children's Hospital because their child is in the hospital and they can't afford they can't afford a hotel room, so they stay in the hospital. Hope for Autumn understands this. They're in connection with the Children's Hospital to grant those things, the needs, gas, money, rent, for those people who simply don't have the money because of horrendous cancer that has occurred for their child. Amanda Curtin, Amanda Nur, and Jeremy Morgan, Jared Morgan was there, left there, and is now on our board. Hoover City School Foundation provides direct funding to grants for teachers so they can bring creative and engaging programs beyond the basics of what the students get from ordinary schools. Recently, this is what's so cool about what these folks do. This is what's so very interesting. There was the fifth grade school, 830 students didn't have the money to go on the field trips. So they paid the bill. Pretty cool. Anne Marie Harvey and Paul Dangle. The YMCA, that work for hundreds who never had a chance to swim, play, or attend camp. They also provide counseling for Hispanic women, after-school care, and much, much more. The foundation was going to build an outdoor playground this year. They've extended 362 scholarships. This last Saturday, I had the privilege of going there and watching this. They had created an angel tree, and from that angel tree got the actual desires of what those kids wanted. You haven't lived until you've seen 163 kids get a bicycle or get what they wanted. Hats off. Great thing. It's run by Kristen Harris and Laura Lambert. Joyful Noise, something brand new to me. Makes music, gives music to special needs children. They just gave 112 music boxes to children who've never heard music before. It calms the minds, it calms the spirits. It affects 1,578 children. I know these are big numbers, guys, and I know numbers get lost. I'm just trying to tell you the impact these 10 charities are having. They have created 111 special ed teachers. 111 special ed teachers will generate this for the kids. It's done by Miss Hoover, Allie Mims, and Haley Houston. Libby's Friends gives communication devices to children who can't have communicative disease and have special needs disease and can't speak. What happens is these kids can't talk at all, and one of the devices that's so great is a device that can use communication. The problem is it costs $800, and there's folks that can't afford that. Something that I had no clue about recently until just this. The kids that age out of school, that have special needs, they stay in high school until 18 or 19, I'm not sure what the number is, but at that point, they have no place to go. Addie's Big Army takes 22 citizens, some of which we have the pleasure of having here tonight, 22 citizens, 5 days a week to give them a place to go. They create bakeries, they do other things. They have a service, they have a need, and it gives the parent a little reprieve. And finally, magic moments. It takes terminally ill children. I had the pleasure of going to their Christmas. Terminally ill children who know they're going to die and have a final wish to go to Disney, to go to the ocean, to go to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. They last year did 134 children. The foundation created 6 of those. So while I appreciate the honor, and my wife and I both appreciate the honor, we ain't jack.
Yeah, you are.
No, what we're doing here is we've created this foundation. This is for Hoover. We can't do all the other things. What we can do is make Hoover better. It's our neighborhood. It's where we live. It's what we want to do. So now, if we may, Mayor, could we have those? These are my heroes, guys. I mean, everybody's got lots of heroes. These are my heroes. These are the people. Sorry. These are the people that make a difference. While we're working, while we get aggravated because the traffic's bad or other stuff, these people go make real differences in lives. I am so honored. Sandy and I both are so honored to be part of this group. I can't tell you how excited I am. Come on up,
While Dwight is doing that, I'd like to add that as a board member of this foundation and a proud member of this, we have some community partners here tonight that have joined the fight with us. We received notice earlier this week that we have a Hoover business and a Hoover owner that has just contributed $50,000 more this week to throw into the foundation. We've got Sanjay Patel with Barron Hospitality, who has also generously given us nights out for parents. Sanjay, David Cohen from Whole Scoop, Dr. Dudley, you're back there. I saw you come in earlier. There's too many different people. If you'd like to join us over here, please. There's too many people to thank, but the amazing work of the businesses and communities like Chick-fil-A and McDonald's and Power Brands, it is a community effort, folks, and it makes my heart warm to know what the Sandlin Foundation is going to do. And you just watch for 2026. We got a lot more kindness coming. Hey, guys, there's one more. Yes. There's one more announcement. I'm going to let the mayor do it. City Council, thank you for your indulgence tonight, for the extra time. We think it was in the spirit of Christmas and kindness that we took this time tonight and told you the great things we're going to do for this city. So, Mayor, if you would deliver the good news.
You're going to Hollywood.
By the way, that's my neighbor, Anna Fulkerson. I love her.
We all love Anna.
Merry Christmas, Anna.
First of all, to Dwight and Sandy, fantastic. What a night. This was, what a way to end 2025 and bring in 2026. And I want to say, first of all, my thanks to you guys. I mean, you make such a difference in our community. You always have. You've always stepped up, and it hasn't gone unnoticed, so thank you very much. But tonight, I want to say that, been the mayor now for a couple of months, and when I was running, I said, let's make Hoover again. Because I remember the pinnacle of the times when everyone looked to see what we were doing to emulate the greatness that we had and everything that we did. So we've got so many people in our city, in our community, that do great things every day. So I'm going to announce tonight a partnership with the Sandlin Foundation, Aldridge Gardens, and the City of Hoover to have a once-a-year event at Aldridge to honor Hoover heroes. We're going to give them a Sandlin Award, and we're going to put a plaque at Aldridge Gardens and have a big festive lunch, dinner, whatever we want to do, and that will be there forever. And really, from the Sandlin Foundation, so proud for the city to be able to really partner with them. And again, I can think of 5 people right off the bat that have done great things for 30, 40, 50 years in our community and really get no recognition, and that's going to stop starting in January. And I just want to say to Dwight, thank you guys for the foundation. We're very, very pleased to partner. And again, we start talking about kindness. If we had a little more kindness in this country today, we'd be a lot better off. But things like this, just the outpouring of support tonight just does me a lot. Proud to be a citizen of this city. So now let's get the meeting started. Thank you, guys.
We have a lot of,
Mr. President, if I could real quick, is Joe Reeves here tonight?
that's what I was just about to say, we have a lot of guest recognition, so instead of individualizing everyone out, if you serve on a city board, state representative, or volunteer for the city, well, that city board, Board of Education, please rise and let us honor you. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to our city. Now, before we get to the budget presentation, I'm going to skip ahead real quick to the public comments. Is Stephen Clark still here? Okay. Stephen has signed up with Addie's Big Army and probably wanted to say something about Mr. Sandlin, so I apologize for not getting to him. We also had Leslie Hendon sign up online. Is Leslie here? All right. Did I miss anyone? Anyone have any public comments tonight? Very well. I'll ask Ms. Lopez to come to the podium. She'll present our budget presentation for us to consider. This will be an operational budget proposal only. We will tackle the capital budget after the new year. We anticipate having a special call meeting next Monday at 11 a.m. back here to vote on the operational budget for the next fiscal year. Hand it over to you.
Good evening. All right, we've already taken so much time. I hope to make this relatively short. Each of the council members should have received about a 3 to 4 inch binder, budget book. you got kind of the best of both worlds. There's some summaries for those that do not like a lot of detail, and then there's a lot of detail for those that like detail. So I will say the kind of toward the front of the book is kind of more the summary documentation. I'm going to quickly just kind of mention, I will, in the document, or toward the front of the document, there is a transmittal letter from the mayor, and in reality, because we are only dealing with the operational budget, which encompasses salary and benefits as well as operating, it does not address capital other than, as we talked about Thursday night work session, the $2 million in capital for the 27 vehicles for the police. That is in here. We will address the rest of the capital hopefully later, or early in 2026. So this transmittal letter from the mayor really summarizes to me the high points of this budget. And if you wanted just kind of a quick overview, those items listed in that letter will do that. The first thing, there is a 1% COLA, cost of living allowance, in for the city employees. I will say we had in the general fund, we are increasing the general fund revenue projection from the prior year by a little over, about $11.5 million. However, due to with step increases and just regular increases in benefits and so forth, that's actually taking up most of that money. And so the 1% COLA ends up being right around $900,000 at this time, until we can kind of, you know, I'm kind of new back here, so trying to delve into more details. We feel like that's a good number for now for the cost of living allowance. In addition to that, there's also 10 new positions, 7 for the fire department, firefighters, paramedics, 2 police officers, and 1 court magistrate. Those are the 10 positions. There's also, I think, 3 upgrades in there. The total of all of those 10 positions and upgrades is right around $1 million as well. There are funding enhancements for tourism and marketing. And I think some of that stems from, I think it might have been back in 2018 when there was a room fee added. One of the things that I think wanted to be accomplished with that was to do additional tourism and marketing. And so there have been additional funds included in this budget proposal for that as well. There is restoration of departmental operating cuts where they were requested. Those are in here. I think in the prior, last fiscal year, fiscal 25, I'm not sure, I wasn't here, but I'm not sure if all departments got a 10% operating cut, but I know a lot of them apparently did. In addition, there's additional judicial personnel to increase the number of court dates and enhance other services. So those are in here as well to deal with those needs, as well as the general representation legal fees. Overall, it is within level funding from the prior year, and in fact, there is actually a rate cut in the hourly fee in the proposed budget to stay within that amount, and also there's additional enhanced governmental relations funding within that legal budget as well. In your big book, just to let you know, as I said, there's some summary sheets up front, the mayor's transmittal letter, which I kind of summarized just now. There's summary sheets that kind of show every fund. In government, it's fund accounting, so every fund kind of has a purpose. The general fund can use for the general operations of the city. Special revenue funds, by some kind of law or dictate, a grant, whatever it may be, restricts those funds, so that's why we separate those. Just because there's balances there, you can't use it for anything. Then you have capital projects fund, which we have delayed, as we mentioned, and then there's enterprise proprietary funds, and we have the sewer enterprise fund, and we also have 4 internal service funds that are to track the revenue and expenditures for our insurance, workers' compensation, property and casualty, active health insurance, which would be our active employees, and then retiree health insurance. So there are summary pages that kind of summarize that information. And then in your book as well, behind each departmental tab, unfortunately, the way the current software, it just seems like that it's not possible to put, like we used to in past years, your detail with your comparatives on the same report. So what we've done is you included the detail for fiscal '26, and behind that are comparatives for those accounts. At this time, that was the best way we could deal with that. If anybody has any questions on any of that, how to read anything, do not hesitate to reach out to me. But with that, does anybody have any questions?
Any questions from council?
Mr. President, what was the increase in insurance for employees?
As far as a dollar amount,
Yes, ma'am.
I do not have that, but I will get it for you.
Thank you.
Any further questions from council?
Mr. President, I do have a couple of questions. Ms. Lopez, you told us the amount, the dollar amount of the COLA as well as the new employee positions. Do you have a dollar amount for the funding enhancements for tourism and marketing?
Yes, the marketing was about 200,000 and the tourism 60,000.
Okay, and then do you know the number of the restoration of the departmental cuts that were from last year?
You can hold 1 second. Well, I can't say that for sure whether it was part of that or additional requests. That would be a hard number to get, but I could try to see what we can find out.
Okay.
Okay.
And then finally, the number for the additional judicial personnel?
Yes, I will be happy to email you that as well. Unless Mr. Waldrep would like to say. I don't have it memorized, so.
Judicial personnel to increase the court dates.
I thought you were asking something about a vehicle, so I missed the question.
That's all right. I was asking about the number, the dollar figure associated with the additional judicial personnel to increase the number of court dates.
So you're talking about the contract employees, not employees. The employee is the magistrate.
Yes,
But
this would be
there's
in
one-
addition.
There's a judge who had previously been a public defender there, and I don't know what that number is. Should have to give it to you. But there's 2 judicial analysts. At present in municipal court, we get boilerplate requests for documents and more importantly, for video coverage. And at present, the custodian of those records is with the police department. So having 2 judicial analysts that can meet with the attorneys on whatever schedule they have to review those would help expedite the process and get cases heard more quickly. And then there's going to be the judge who had previously been a public defender, I understand is going to be the new municipal court judge. I think his title is place number 2 or assistant judge. And there's going to be a docket on Thursday so we can divide some of the cases. We've had a big increase in cases, and if my memory serves me correctly, we had about 14,000 last year. So this will give us 2 court dates, and there'll be an assistant prosecutor. I've been the sole prosecutor for the last 21 years. So this will allow us to have a prosecutor that will serve on Wednesday court and will also serve on Thursday court for that new judicial position.
Okay, thanks.
Does that help?
It does. I guess just when you have that figure, if you would email it to us, that'd be great.
I will.
Thank you.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, let me back up. There's also going to be another public defender in that vacancy.
Mr. Smith?
Ms. Lopez, what do you show being the starting reserves and the ending reserves for this next fiscal year?
Well, we're still, of course, trying to close the books for fiscal '26.
Closest as you got.
You'll look, Right now, the starting is showing 89.2 million for the general fund. That's assuming, I would assume that at the end of the year, we will transfer any excess to the capital projects fund. So I do not see that changing much.
Is that anticipated to be around 7 million?
The transfer,
Yes.
I'd say 7 to 9, yes.
Okay, and what do you, so you expect that to go up by about 7 million then,
The
correct?
transfer to the capital projects fund,
Yes.
yes.
And then the previous council, they had put together a formula to maintain a certain dollar value of reserves. What was that dollar value? Do you know?
I do not know, but I will say that one of the first things that we, assuming that the Porter White Municipal Advisor Agreements approved, we want to look at that policy again.
That may be a little excessive,
What's that?
maybe a little excessive?
I think it needs to be looked at again, yes.
Good answer, thank you.
Ms. Lopez, the 89 million, how many months does that represent for operations of the city?
Well, your revenue is going to be about 180 million, so it's not quite half. So for months,
The reserve, how many months does that represent?
I'm going to say that's probably about 5 months, just quick math on a 1 to 2 hours of sleep.
Any further questions?
Ms. Lopez, great job. You come in last minute to kind of clean up some stuff. We really appreciate it. I know it's hard work, you and your team. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Questions or comments?
Coming from Santa, that's pretty good.
All right. So this is the book that we have to read for the next week over our Christmas break with our loved ones. We'll meet again on Monday. I encourage council members to reach out to department heads, Ms. Lopez, anyone with the city staff, the mayor, his office. If you have any questions during this week, department heads, keep your phones on you. If you want those funds, answer the call. All right. We will move on to the consent agenda. Everyone sees the list there. Do I have anyone from council that needs to pull any item off the consent agenda? Seeing none, anyone from the public want to remove an item from the consent agenda? Okay. Mr. City Attorney, if you'll read this consent, please.
The consent. The first is Resolution 868625. That's the resolution approving an alcohol license for Urban Cookhouse. The next is a Resolution 868725. It's a resolution approving an alcohol license for Sergi Hoover at the Hilton Garden Inn, the Homewood Suites. The next is Resolution 868825. It's a resolution concurring with the appointment of a member to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Resolution 868925 is a resolution regarding the appointment of a member to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Resolution 869025 is a resolution concurring with the appointment of a member of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Resolution 869125 also is another appointment to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Resolution 870725 is a resolution concerning the appointment of a member of the Planning Commission. Resolution 869225 is a resolution regarding the appointment to the Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Resolution 869325 is a resolution concerning the appointment of a member to the Birmingham Jefferson County Transit Authority. Resolution 869425 is a resolution regarding the appointment of a member to the Hoover Metropolitan Complex Advisory Committee. Resolution 869725 is a resolution appointing a member to the Park and Recreation Board. Resolution 869825 is a resolution appointing a member to the Park and Recreation Board. Resolution 869925 is a resolution for the appointment of a member to the Park and Recreation Board. Resolution 8700-25 authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Pitney Bowes for postage service equipment. Resolution 870125 is accepting a change order, number 2430, for the new Hoover Fire Station Number 1. Resolution 870225 authorizes the mayor to execute a supplemental agreement for the Little Valleydale Road widening project. Resolution 870325 authorizes the mayor to execute a supplemental agreement for Valleydale Road construction project. Resolution 870425 amends the continuing resolution for fiscal year 2025, authorizing funding for additional vehicles. Resolution 870525 authorizes the mayor to execute an agreement with Porter White and Company for financial advisory services. Those are all the items on the consent agenda, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I move we accept this, but also to include payment of bills and minutes.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the consent agenda passes. At this time, I'm going to ask everyone appointed to the board to come up for a quick photo, please. Ms.
Okay.
City Clerk, will you read the names for those?
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes.
before we do that, I'd like to note that items 22 and 23 on the regular agenda also appoint individuals. So would you like for those individuals to come up at the same time?
Why don't we tackle those real quick? Thank you for catching that.
So I understand you want to go ahead and take 22, 23?
Yeah, so we'll go on to resolution number 869625.
Yeah, this is a resolution for the appointment of a member to the Park and Recreation Board.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments from the council on this? Hearing none, any comments from the public? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution number 870825.
This resolution is regarding appointment of a member to the Hoover Met Complex Advisory Committee.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments from council? Any comments from the public? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. All right, Ms. City Clerk, if you'll read those names.
Hoover Met Complex Advisory Committee, Michael Fishy. Are we going to do individual pictures or all together?
Group
Okay,
photo.
all right. Parks and Recreation Board, Jennifer Papke. We have Planning and Zoning Commission, Jennifer Peace.
Ms. City Clerk, why don't we do one at a time? I'm sorry.
One at
Yeah.
a time.
The Met Complex Board, Michael, if you'll come on down. A group photo I meant for each board.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We have, let's see.
Yes, just the boards, each board. Thank you, guys.
Okay. For Planning and Zoning Commission, Jennifer Peace, Becky White, Sanjay Patel, and Scott Underwood, and Brian Muenger. For the Birmingham Jefferson County Transit Authority, Ken King. Oh. For the Hoover Metro, we done that one. Parks and Recreation Board, We have Paul Sanford, Ben Lord, Ricky Phillips, Jennifer Papke, okay, for the Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau, Michael Davis.
Didn't even wear a tie.
Thank you, everyone, for agreeing to serve the city. All right, resolution number 870625.
This resolution authorizes the mayor to execute a memorandum of understanding for the preservation and development of Hale Springs.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments from council on this? Mr. Schultz, do you have anything?
I think we have a video.
You want to tell us what this is, Mr. Schultz?
What we're going to see here is a drone footage for that was shot for the Friends of Shades Mountain. That kind of we had a presentation on Thursday, and this wraps up the presentation in about a minute and a few seconds, and it just gives a complete visual of what Shades Mountain is from the Bluff Park area all the way out of Shades Mountain.
Thank you.
If it'll play.
Very nice. Do I have any further questions from council on this item? Seeing none. Any from the public? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution. Mr. Roddick and crew, I know it's a team, but thank you for your work on all this. Resolution number 8155D25.
This resolution amends the temporary moratorium on certain new businesses within the city of Hoover.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments from council?
Mr. President, should we explain the purpose of the resolution?
Mr. City Attorney, if you'll.
perhaps.
Yeah, this really relates to vapes. There's been some changes in the law. We're working on, there is a moratorium now. We're going to extend that. We're working on coming back and having an ordinance that reflects the changes in the state law.
Mr. City Attorney, just to be clear, this is a law related to CBD retail,
is.
is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Any further questions or comments from council? Any from the public on this matter? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Now we'll open up a public hearing for ordinance number 252685. Mr. City Attorney.
This is an ordinance that amends ordinance number 263, entitled the zoning ordinance of the city of Hoover, Alabama, for the property located at 900 Concourse Parkway from split planned industrial and planned office space to planned office space.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to move.
Mr. President, I second the motion to adopt ordinance number 25-2685.
Excuse me, Mr. President, we announced this as a public hearing. Do we close the public hearing?
I'm about to open it up now.
Okay.
Now that I have a motion and a second, this is a public hearing. Do I have any comments first from the council on this matter? Seeing none, so this is a public hearing. Any comments from the public? Okay, I'll close the public hearing. Madam Clerk, if you'll call the roll.
Councilor Driver,
Aye.
Councilor Schultz,
Nay.
Councilor Smith,
Aye.
Councilor Lovell,
Nay.
Councilor Murphy,
Aye.
Councilor McClinton,
Nay.
Councilor Middlebrooks,
Aye. With a motion of 4 votes aye and 3 nay, the motion carries. We will now have a first reading for ordinance number 252686. Mr. City Attorney.
This is an ordinance authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement with Jefferson County for the donation of city-owned property for a right-of-way and to grant a temporary construction easement.
That concludes our business. We will go on to council comments. Before we get to council comments, I will take motions to recognize the best dressed tonight. Before we do that, we have two awards. I want to thank Nothing Bundt Cakes and the Alabama Peanut Company for donating these gifts. We'll start with a member of our city staff. Do I have a nomination for a member of staff?
Mr. President,
Yeah, staff, come on.
all the staff stand. Great idea.
All entries.
Yeah, why don't you come down front, please? Let's see what you got.
Want to get them down? Yeah.
Hey.
At least need a group picture. Working on those abs.
Come on, stand up, guys.
Hey, Brett, you're pretty buff, man.
Working on those abs.
All right. Let's see. Who are we nominating?
Mr. President,
We about to.
Mr. President, I will nominate Miss Mindy Wyatt and her cat.
Any further nominations?
I would also like to nominate Colin.
All right, we have 2 nominations. We'll start with Miss Wyatt. All in favor of Miss Wyatt. Let's do a show of hands for Miss Wyatt. Oh, sorry, Colin. Maybe someone else will open that present later.
Gotta get a picture with Miss Wyatt.
Yes, come on up. Thank you.
Is this one yours or mine? Must be yours.
Wait, one more.
More, Wendy.
All right, member of the public, if you would like to be considered, come on down. Come on down. Come on, Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie.
I don't think there's any contest here. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Matthew?
That's the first time he got up here, didn't have anything to say.
Do we have one more from vacation?
Christmas vacation. They're right here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tyler. Come on, Tyler. Griswold, yeah.
Get me there. Griswold.
Councilor Lovell and Councilor Smith.
All the Griswold.
Does that work? Okay.
At this time, I'll open the floor for any council comments.
Mr. President, do we need a photograph of Santa and the rest of the
Yeah,
council?
after we adjourn, let's go down the front
Okay.
here, Mayor, and we'll get a photo of the council and the mayor together. I just want to say thank you guys for participating tonight and making this a festive, celebratory meeting. We did take care of some business, but we can do that with a little fun as well, so.
Mr. President, if I could also, I enjoyed Saturday morning spending time with 5 other council members participating with Toys for Tots. That was a humbling experience. I went to the restroom and came out a door that I wasn't supposed to, and I saw everybody that was in line. You know, you go in the front door, you only saw about 40, 50 people. And in the beginning, that's all I thought was there. And when I came out this side door and went down this long entranceway, there were 250 people standing in line before they got to that side. And all those people were there trying to find Christmas for their children. And I just appreciated the opportunity to be able to participate, and my colleagues being there with me as well.
Thank
Mr. President, I'd like to give a shout out to Oliver Thigpen, who coordinates it, and LeVay Darby, who coordinated the volunteers and the U.S. Marines. So
That's
privileged to participate in that event.
And Wendy was there.
Merry Christmas, everybody. We're adjourned.